Sticky notes, email alerts, a string around your finger. They're just not big enough. So here's a big reminder from the California Lottery. Tomorrow's Mega Millions jackpot is over $300 million. Whew. Play now. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase player flag.
Welcome into the morning roast on this lovely Thursday. Greg Hirsch, Tyler Krusz, Marqus Cesar, man on the board. Got a great show for you guys today. Man, Red Sox just won. Handily won against the Braves.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Yeah, it was
nice.
They
had that big fourth inning where they had like four straight singles.
Oh, yeah,
it worked out. Yeah.
Laying down bunts.
Yeah, one in the last five, baby.
Right. Here we go. Woo! Here we go. We're back. Oh, my God. Tyler, how you been, man?
I am doing well. It is excited to give out some tickets today. You're coming off of Joe Mazzulla as the coach of the year. The Patriots opened up OTAs yesterday.
Oh, thank God.
So, yeah, thank God.
Thank God.
You know, because we're not going to get one of these every night.
No. I mean, we got a good one this afternoon, potentially with Tolley and Sale, right? So,
yeah.
I mean, on paper, let's put it that way. Like, I think it's going to go south, and I think it's going to go south hard today. But
yeah, I don't know if on paper this is a very good matchup for the Red Sox all series long. They had a great one last night, but
yeah, no, for sure. No, it's not, but it's intriguing at least, I guess.
I'm excited to see Chris Sale pitch at Fenway.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'll be fun.
Absolutely, and they showed clips yesterday in the pregame when they were out in the field, Tolley meeting Chris Sale for the first time. I thought that was really cool. I'm just such a huge Tolley fan, and I'm watching Connolly early yesterday, and I'm fighting it because all signs to me point to most potential Connolly early.
Yeah.
Right? And it's like, but I want it to be Peyton Tolley because I like Peyton Tolley so much. Right?
That's fair.
They both could be good, though. They both could be.
I like early stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's a pitcher.
He was a little fastball dominant yesterday, but he still threw about 5 different pitches. Like Tolley, you're going to get... he throws really hard, and he's going to have days where he's going to blow that fastball by people, but he doesn't have much after that.
Right.
So he's always going to have those days where something's off with the command, and he's out of there in the fourth inning. Same with, like Sonny Gray and Ranger Suarez, both tremendous spot pitchers.
Yeah.
It's the opposite realm of Tolley, who throws 98 miles an hour, right? But these guys in April and March, we saw them get off to slow starts because they didn't hit those spots. They can't really grip the ball that well in the cold to hit those spots. If you're going to paint black at 93, you got to paint the black.
Exactly.
You can't be dancing in the middle with that.
No, it's going to get smoked. So, yeah, for sure. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be good. What else is going on? I'm pissed. I got registration. You do your car registration.
I got to get that done.
There you go.
I got to finally get Maine ID and Maine license plates. I've been here for about
a Maine ID either.
About 4 years.
Oh,
and,
wow. All right. Yeah. Probably got to get on that one.
My Rhode Island ones expire this summer because I turned 28, so it'll be that'll be time to stand in line at the DMV.
Due for a new license too. They sent me the notification. I got to get that. But my registration, it was like a month late or whatever. I was like, totally forgot. So you do it, whatever. But I got to get the new plate. Right?
Oh, okay.
I got to get the new plate, and so they sent me the stickers, but no plate yet. So I was like, well, I'm not going to put it on the old plate. Then I can't do anything, right? So I was like, all right, well. So then I got pulled over yesterday.
You're riding around with the stickers in your passenger seat?
I should be just sitting on the moron that I am and sitting on my desk at home. You know what I mean? So I get pulled over, explain the scenario, and I'm like, dude, and he was totally awesome. Like, guy was great, statey, down like Yarmouth way. And I was just like, what do I do, man? He's like, nothing. He's like, just wait for your plates to come. And I was like, all right, but it's been like a month.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how long it takes to get you a plate. But anyway, I'll be getting pulled over until then, I guess. That's the way that's going to go. So that sucks. But anyway, Marcus, you hanging in there?
I am.
You're like burning the midnight oil, dude.
How late did that game go last night? Was I on in my prediction of extra innings or?
You were.
Yeah,
you were.
I was. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. Admittedly, it was a great game.
Great high school game, Bangor Hamden.
Exactly. And it was lights out from Matthew Turcotte until the 7th. Hamden just wasn't getting anything done. Then they open it wide open, get 5 runs, just blow right past him. Bangor comes in at the bottom, ties it up. Then Hamden just comes through, gets that extra run.
Of course.
Yeah. And honestly, it was great. Admittedly, though, I feel like they should put in the high school baseball handbook, stop intentionally walking people.
Oh, was it? Yeah, was it
really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Intentional walks.
Yep.
Wow.
2 times Bangor intentionally walked a batter. Apparently, he hit a home run over in Hamden. And then the guy right behind him just opens it up.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I mean, you're standing on deck and you watch the guy in front of you get walked. Like, you're like, I'm taking offense to that.
Oh,
yeah.
I would be too, for sure.
You want to face me? All right, yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
no doubt.
And he started the rally. And then, if I remember correctly, he got the winning run.
Nice.
Wow.
So, yeah.
So Hamden wins.
Hamden wins.
So he was Tuesday. He was like, I came in 2 mercy rules on Tuesday night. So he came in Wednesday morning after like watching 2 11-run games. And I was like, you're going to see like 10 innings tonight, dude.
Oh, yeah. He was due. He was so due. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, well, hell of a game. That's great. Like I said, we got a great show. Let's kick it off. The roast is presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get Luke, get sold with the Next Home Experience. And we're in Greenway Equipment Studios. Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a deer. All right. The Boston Red Sox, they beat those Atlanta Braves 8-0. They combined for 4 of 6 runs on Elder. Duran had a solo home run at the end. All singles, really. Up until then, it was all singles.
It was.
Yeah.
Pete Rose baseball.
Yeah, completely. Early electric pitching, 7 innings, gives up 4 hits, 3 walks, 7 Ks. They snap a 5-game home losing streak. Why don't you hit me? Hit me with Rafaela. Sedan, I want more specifics in what you're doing well. You need to know that because you need to be right. Like
you need to be able to repeat.
Yeah,
it.
yeah, exactly.
He is probably one of the better hitters this year on the team, and that's you know.
Yeah. It's good and bad, I guess, right? But at the same time, it's the consistency thing. And if he's consistent, all right, I'll take it.
He's going to hit about 2.4 times out of every 10.
Right.
It's consistent.
There we go. There we go. We'll take it. We'll definitely take it. OTAs opened up yesterday. Your New England Patriots were all the talk. Greg Bedard on what he saw from Drake May. Yeah, I so don't care about interception reports or anything like that on day one of OTAs at all. I really don't.
No, it was when you had when we were worried about Drake May. You know, I don't even know if that's the word.
Yeah.
That mattered to us, you know, when
we were unsure.
When we were unsure last year after the coaching change, you know, like that stuff would have mattered. Mac Jones coming in, you know, working out that new offense with Matt Patricia when they decided to try and be rocket scientists, like that stuff. Like when they pointed out, they were like, Mac Jones, like, the offense looked awful. Like that stuff mattered. But as long as the reports aren't, well, Drake May looked abysmal today, then we're fine.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
Like you can throw a pick every now and then.
He's working some things out.
Yeah.
Like Alex Barth was talking about, he threw Jonah Hill. Is it not Jonah Hill? That would be pretty funny. Hill, the tight end, the new tight end they got there, stopped on a route, and it would have been like touchdown.
Yeah.
And it's just, that was on Hill, and he's got to learn to complete his routes and things. He didn't think he was getting the ball. And then, you know, Romeo Dobbs is new. You got some things you're trying to figure out, and it's just good to see him on. Nice to hear the reports, though, about May putting on a little bit of muscle.
Yeah, that is nice. And those are the things that matter here at OTAs, especially 100%. The first days. It's like, what kind of shape are these guys in? Who's here?
Yeah, are they there?
Who showed up? Because Christian Gonzalez was not there.
That's the big story.
You know, and then if anybody like either surprises or looks really bad. But other than that, like all that gray area stuff, it's kind of just like,
I mean, you're not wearing pads, like you said. You're not running. It's a throwing OTA. Like, let's get to mini camp and
nobody's
see.
diving deep into stats. You know, like what kind of shape are they in? Who's here? And is anyone surprising you on either scale, like either end of the spectrum?
We got to play this during this as well. Give me I'm an old goalie and I hate deflections, but here it is, number 6.
See, the springtime is about, you know, teaching these guys, and then, you know, Friday nights are for the girlfriends, or, you know, wintertime is for couples retreat trips with your mistress.
So Belichickian answer.
I think they went easy on him. Like the first question was about like the wide receiver group.
I want to know, and we're going to talk with John Rook, voice of the Patriots, and he'll have some inside information hopefully on it. I'm wondering if they gave them like an edict on certain things were off limits, right? Specific names.
Yeah, I wonder, because that doesn't look good. You can't really, like, you can't walk into a press conference and say, all right, guys, only softballs today. No asking the coach. I don't know if the Patriots would do that.
Yeah, no, I'm curious.
Because he still got questions about it.
But yeah, no, and then it's just odd because of the omission, right?
Yeah.
And Vrabel is forced. I understand why he deflects and manipulates it back to coaching and teaching and what we're doing here. But the question was, you admitted you were a distraction before. Where's that at?
How have you been able to, mitigate that?
Yeah, where's that at? And he just kind of word saladed it around to what he wanted to talk about. And
we haven't had anything new in a while. The last one was just a picture of her telling him a secret, which is scraping the bottom of the barrel. So
unless something else comes.
Till she goes on 60 Minutes and does the sit down with, Barb Walters or whatever.
Right.
We're not going to really hear much.
Yeah,
exactly. I really don't think there's any more news for
I don't think so either. And it's kind of died off, really.
Well, what's the update? More, they had an affair. More pictures of them having an affair.
Right.
More pictures. Nothing is.
That's not juicy.
Nothing's new anymore.
No.
The boat stuff was new. The other stuff was new outside of Sedona. That was all putting a picture together. But now we've kind of got the story. Yeah. So unless there's any way that this can increase, I don't really see this dragging on,
which is good.
Yeah,
obviously, because we want to get to football and the Patriots.
TMZ needs to make headlines too, right? And those pictures just probably aren't cutting it anymore.
No, exactly. All right, over in the NHL, the Carolina Hurricanes trounce Montreal 4-0 in the Forum in Montreal. They take a commanding 3-1 series lead. They scored 3 goals in 2 minutes and 47 seconds in the first period. Montreal outshot 43-18. It just was all Carolina. They're 6-0 on the road this postseason. That one's all but over. Say goodnight, Montreal. All right, Bangor Mall Cinemas, Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. Bangor Mall Cinemas features luxury recliners, upgraded food menu. Find showtimes, reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. And Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, they offer custom blinds, shades, drapery, outdoor awnings. Bangor Window Shade at 105 Main Street, Bangor. Morning Roast, brought to you by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the official sports grill of the Morning Roast and the place to be, downtown Bangor, herosportsgrill.com. And available when ordering McDelivery through Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub. 2 sausage McMuffins with an egg, 2 hot cakes, 4 hash browns, 4 small hot coffees, all for just $19.99. This bundle deal's over 40% off, and for a limited time, order at your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, Wilson Street in Brewer.
All right, so I am going to start here with a ticket that this guy's been making me mad for a while, but now it just adds to it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Shea, whatever his name is, for the Thunder, just the guy who flops everywhere and makes basketball kind of unwatchable, and it's just it's bled through his entire team. Yep. Well, you can't talk about him anymore. The Underdog Sports received a cease and desist letter regarding a promotion that makes fun of SGA's efforts to draw fouls. They call it Unethical Hoops, and it's just like a couple of them are like AI slop videos of him dapping up the refs and like stupid stuff like that. In a letter dated May 22nd, obtained by The Athletic, Eric Fishman of law firm Arent Fox Schiff LLP, representing Gilgeous-Alexander, asked Underdog to permanently cease and desist from any and all use of Mr. Gilgeous-Alexander's name, image, or likeness in any and all media, including but not limited to your website, the Unethical Hoops website, apps, social media accounts, digital marketing and advertisement, promotional emails, push notifications, affiliate or influencer placements, and any physical goods, including but not limited to the board game advertised on the Unethical Hoops website. So they're just making fun of the guy for being soft.
I was going to say,
everybody who watches this guy play basketball and then watches, there's a clip circulating on my Twitter timeline of Kobe Bryant and Carmelo, Lakers versus Nuggets in the playoffs back then, just grabbing and pulling and shoving each other and just like going at it. And that was basketball.
Yes.
Like Kevin Garnett and Tim Duncan and Shaquille O'Neal, like they weren't throwing themselves all over the place every time they jumped.
No.
He's just flailing his body everywhere. And he doesn't need to. Like, he's a pretty good player.
Right.
He's a very good mid-range shooter.
Yep.
Okay with the 3. He doesn't really play defense much besides when he's looking to draw offensive fouls.
Yeah.
And now he claims, because he's been asked this, and he claims that I don't care. Like, I don't care what people have to say. I'm, two-time MVP. I don't care. And now you're sending a cease and desist letter. So you do care.
Oh,
you
completely.
do care. There's one way to get people to stop talking about you doing all this stuff.
Right.
And it's to play basketball the right way. It's
100%.
And this should be a great series. 1 and 2, Spurs, Thunder. You've got the next face of the NBA in Victor Wembanyama versus the guy who's probably the current face right now at SGA.
Yep.
Just back-to-back MVP.
Yep.
They could win back-to-back titles. And the only conversation that we're hearing out of it is the officiating.
Yeah.
We're not hearing anything about basketball. Like when people talk about the Thunder Spurs series, what do they say?
Yeah,
you brought it up at work. You brought it up.
Completely.
Like, nobody ever talks about the X's and O's basketball of the series. The conversation dominating the Western Conference Finals is the officiating and the flopping.
Right.
And I don't know if the NBA wants that, but it's all SGA's fault. And right now, here he is worried about sending cease and desist letters.
What a soft candy ass. Like, honest to God. Honest to God. And how do you fix it? I know they were talking yesterday on 98.5 about, what do you do? Like, fines don't work. Suspensions almost don't work.
You should stop giving them the calls. Like, right now, you need to take the refs to school, basically. Give them some training and say, just literally play montages of the Thunder flopping.
Right. Like, they were saying, like, all right, review a call, like challenge a call, review it, and on the road you put it up on the big jumbotron, and you show a fish out of water flopping or whatever, and let the crowd just taunt the crap out of you, right? Like the opposite of what he wants, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what he doesn't want. He doesn't want people saying stuff about him.
And I don't think the NBA wants this to dominate the conversation either.
No,
so
it's bad for the sport.
know. It really is. Like, I don't think they are. Sully asked me this yesterday. I don't think they're fixing it. I don't think they're telling the officials to push the Thunders past the Spurs. I just don't. I don't know. I think if you stop calling it, they'll stop doing it. I think you need to send the refs, and think of it like film room for a coach and a player who keeps screwing up. What does he do? Pause, rewind, play. Pause, rewind, play. Adam Silver needs to sit there with all of these officials, Tony Brothers, all of them, and just show SGA flopping, them calling the fouls. Pause, rewind, play. New angle. Pause, rewind, play. You guys fell for that? They need to. If they stop rewarding that, the players will stop doing it. If he's not getting calls, he's not going to flail around like a like a little.
No, there's strategy in it, right? So and it's ruining the series.
It really is.
Yeah, and I don't think conspiracy theory about pushing OKC through. You would push the Spurs through.
You would want Wemby to get his ring and then be your guy.
Absolutely.
Especially Greg Popovich is on his way out.
Yeah, without a doubt. Without a doubt. So, can't stand it. Good stuff. Love it. Madden Generator Services with expert installation, dependable maintenance, and a free 7-year warranty on new Generac installs. They'll keep your home in the game. Call 951-4668. Madden Generator Services. Power you can count on. Start your morning right at Goslin's Bakery, 334 Harlow Street in Bangor. Grab a breakfast sandwich on an English muffin or croissant, plus legendary donuts and pastries made since 1945. Or visit the new Goslin's Bakery in Delhi. It's right next to Hannaford over here in Brewer. Very cool. Love a good croissant. All right. Can't wait. We're all jacked up, Patriots Nation, for the incoming A.J. Brown coming up next week. Yeah, all signs point to it. And then Ian Rappaport last night comes out and says this.
That's tough. That's tough to hear. Because this offense is not as good without. If you just replace Dobbs with Diggs or Diggs with Dobbs, I don't know how. I don't think you're doing Drake May any favors.
No, you better get Keyshawn Booty back on the field.
Yeah, he's somewhere in Cancun.
Right. No, it's to hear this at the ninth hour basically is really concerning and annoying. And I wonder a little bit too, because there has been chatter about the NFL prefers it doesn't happen right away as well, June 1st or June 2nd. It's a bad look. It's a rule they have to change, basically. So they may want to kind of push it out a little bit. So it could be a little...
Yeah, this cap rule thing is confusing to me.
It is.
I don't understand it fully, but, say that we're going to owe this player this. We want to trade this guy, but if we trade him before this date...
we want him out.
We're going to owe him this much money, but we can make our deal and wait until the date hits and then trade him. but that would be a bad look for the league. Like something's just a mess here.
Yeah, it's a total mess. And then to get back into the first round pick or not, like you do the math, and we've talked about it. I mean, most likely it's not going to be a 27 first round pick. It'll be a 28.
Yeah.
And if things go according to plan, I mean, what are you talking about? The 20th pick in the first round? Like, go back and look at their drafts. I mean, my God, who are you giving up for A.J. Brown?
Also, though, you're the only one.
Yeah.
You're the only one linked to him, and you're going to give up a first-round pick? Nobody else wants him?
Right, exactly. So that gives you pause, right?
You know, and it's not like he had astonishing numbers last year. I personally credit that to that offensive system.
Sure.
With Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts, and just he's not
dysfunction.
Yeah, it's that, and he's just not the focal point. He's not a focal point. The passing game is not the focal point. The over-the-top passing game is not the focal point of that offense, and he will be the focal point in New England. And I think that would change the numbers a little bit. But if you look at it just from last year alone, he missed a couple games. You know, he didn't have his best season. He had over 1,000 yards.
So do you think not a first-round pick?
I would give a first-round pick,
yeah.
But I don't blame the Patriots for showing a little, for saying what, if we're the only one calling you, what about a second and a third? You know, I don't blame them at all. I would definitely give first-round pick. I think you're not going to draft anyone in the first round that's going to impact your team more than A.J. Brown will.
Right, exactly. Even if it's for a few years.
Yeah. Unless you get unless you're terrible again, you get the third overall pick once again.
I would find that hard to believe.
I find that very hard to believe.
Yeah, unless there was massive injuries.
It's not like you're trading what could be Drake May for A.J. Brown.
Right.
You're trading what could be a guy who's going to be a backup for a couple of years for A.J. Brown.
Like, would you? Yeah, exactly. Would you trade Kyle Williams for A.J. Brown?
Yes, in a heartbeat.
All day long.
And you look at the who the Patriots drafted with their first round pick this year. He was under Mapu or whatever.
Caleb Lomo.
Yeah. Or was it? It's not Mapu. It's Moses Brown. He was behind Moses Brown in snaps
Morgan
on
Moses.
the offensive. Yes. Oh my God. Moses Brown is a school. Yes.
Shout out Moses Brown. What up?
And there's a lot of high hope for Lomo too, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of high hope for that. He, could be a guy.
Exactly. But he's behind Morgan Moses right now, and that was your first round pick. You know, who would you rather have right now, Lomu or A.J. Brown? I would have traded this year's first round pick for him. You know.
Right, exactly. Marcus, thoughts?
Moses Brown is in Providence, by the way. If you're wondering.
Okay, noted. I mean, there were reports coming out that maybe the Rams and the Chiefs were interested in Brown, but admittedly, looking at those teams, what are they willing to get rid of? I mean, Puka, he's still great at football.
In rehab?
Exactly. Who's to say?
I got to know before I select a keeper. I've had him every single year. I picked him up year one, week one on waivers. He's been on my fantasy team ever since. So he's got to get out of rehab. We got to do this thing together next year.
Good luck with that, brother. But yeah, no, I mean, two of their top receivers are just unknowns at this point. Like, who knows if Rashee Rice is going to stay in jail? If Puka Nacua is going to stay in rehab? So I could see that genuinely being.
I bet you Puka Nacua plays week one.
I buy that too. But
if you look at if the Chiefs are able to make a move for A.J. Brown, that's kind of scary.
I agree.
You've got one more year at Kelsey. Mahomes will probably be back by week 4. And you've also added Kenneth Walker to that equation.
Right.
Like, that's going to be a very good offense next year. They actually have a running game for the first time since Jamal Charles.
Sure. Yeah, no, absolutely. That is one that would worry me more so than the Rams, to be honest with you. I would think they would be more in on that. But it seems like everything has kind of faded away.
The Rams have a player to give, though.
They do.
They could get rid of Adams in a trade. I don't think the Patriots have anyone that is, I would rather have Devontae Adams and Kayshon Boutte.
Right. Yeah, I would
maybe.
Too.
That one causes a little bit of hesitation, but Devontae was a touchdown monster last year. Like you throw him in and on 1st and 2 from the goal line, and we're scoring every time.
And that's something the Patriots didn't have last year.
Was anyone in the for the red zone?
Right. All right. Good stuff. Uno Pizzeria and Grill every Thursday at Uno's Pasta Night for just $12.99. Bring the family, bring your appetite, and manja. Uno's on Stillwater Ave or unos.com. And I got to tell you, the 2026 Ticket Awards, they're coming, man. 3rd Annual Ticket Awards, June 22nd, Hero Sports Grill, downtown Bangor. Event will be broadcast live on Ticket TV on 929theticket.com. 28 categories of excellence in the 25-26 sports season. Voting for the fall categories has begun, and it concludes yesterday. So concluding yesterday for the fall. All right. So you've already cast your votes. It's going to open up for the other seasons. I assume today. Doesn't say in the read, but go check it out on 929theticket.com.
Yes. Winter opens up today.
All right. Maine Athletics football, it's coming this fall. It's time to pack the stands at Alphonse Stadium. Cheer on Maine football. Don't miss the excitement, the tradition, and the Black Bear pride all season long. Season tickets are on sale now and give you the best value and best seats for every home game. Visit goblackbears.com/tickets today and secure your tickets. Go Blue. All right. Kent just called. I was actually going to talk hockey here, too, so it's good timing. He had said that Canadians look like crap, and I would say yes, absolutely. Although if anybody's watching, I know, it's Bruins have been done for a while, what have you. The Carolina Hurricanes are literally the fastest team in the league. They play shutdown through the neutral zone, and you can't get anything going against them. It is really, really tough. And it's sort of tough to watch, too, because, yeah, they're fast. They've got a lot of skill, but they just don't allow any shots on net. It is like, it's scary. Like Montreal, I was texting with a buddy last night and during the game, and it was like, 4 shots, or not even. It was like 2 shots on net by Montreal in the first period, and Montreal got a power play, and I was like, this is all they can do right now. This is all they can do. Montreal got outshot 43-18. They just don't give up shots on goal. It's brutal. But on the other side, the Vegas Golden Knights sweep the Colorado Avalanche. President's Trophy curse. Colorado Avalanche. It's always a curse. It doesn't happen. Doesn't go well for you when you're the best team in hockey. The Colorado Avalanche outscored their opponents this year by 100 goals. They were out and out the best team in the league, and Vegas comes in and sweeps them. John Tortorella, Maine Black Bear, by the way, goes in, sweeps them.
Were they fully healthy?
No.
I feel like Makar wasn't playing.
Makar was out.
Okay.
McKinnon, I believe, broke his kneecap. It tried to play because he's an animal.
Take that, SGA.
Yeah, exactly, right. It's a whole different mentality, and so I give him credit for that. But at the same time, the regular season doesn't mean as much. It really doesn't. And your Vegas Golden Knights, there was a lot of chatter about on the east side of things. I believe Vegas only had. Let me see here. They had 39 wins in the regular season.
Jeez. Well, we know the President's Cup's
absolutely.
A curse. We know it firsthand.
Firsthand, right? Exactly.
Still haven't lived that one.
So
down.
you had 6 teams that won more games than the Golden Knights and didn't make the playoffs. Panthers, Capitals, Devils, Blue Jackets, Wings, and Islanders all won more games, okay? Now, they're in the East, so whatever. Do you have a problem with that?
Different conference?
Yeah.
So Vegas was
West.
Yeah, they made the wild card in their conference.
Yeah.
There were 6 teams with better records than them in the East.
Right.
Why would I have a problem with that?
There you
That's
go.
fine.
There you go.
It's like that every
it's
sport
just
every
like
year.
One of those things they post
It's
and people
tough.
bitch, and it's like, dude, it's
what
a
are they
going to
do? Move someone to the West and make them a wild card team in the West? You're going to have a league-wide playoffs and get rid of conferences?
Yeah,
like
sorry.
Like look at the West in the NBA. You have the Thunder, the Spurs, the Lakers were very good this year. In the East, you had the Celtics were a 2 seed.
Yeah.
Come on. I mean, it happens in, look at the NL versus the AL. A couple of weeks ago, the AL had 2 teams over 500.
Right, exactly.
The Yankees and the Rays, and now, it happens in every sport.
Of course it does, and you can't cry about it afterwards. Like, all right, Vegas got hot when it counted, and now they're going to the finals.
Yeah.
Now, one thing I was going to say, and I'll throw it out and people can let me know, but is Las Vegas Golden Knights, are they the best expansion team in any sport of all time?
See, that's tough because they've only been around for about 5 years. You look at 9 years.
9 years. They've been now. This is the third time they're going to their third Stanley Cup final in 9 years.
2017.
Yeah.
27. Yeah. Oh, geez. Wow.
Now we're doing math. 2017, 2018 was their first year.
I feel like 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
You blank out that whole area at the beginning of the decade.
And they went to the finals their first year. They've been this will be their third final in 9 years.
That's impressive.
Which is incredible.
How many wins? Have they won one? They won one, right?
They won
Cassidy?
one with Cassidy.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd still give you the Miami Heat.
Yep, Miami Heat's
I would still
on
give
there.
you the Miami Heat because, what were they, the 80s? And then you won 3 in about 10 years.
Yep.
And you've still kind of been relevant.
Yeah.
I think that's a strong contender for sure.
I don't think the Heat have fallen to irrelevancy. That being said, we were talking about him in the break. I don't know many expansion teams. I haven't been around for many. The Texans played their first football game in 2002. I was around when the Seattle switched to OKC in the NBA and when Montreal went to Washington in the MLB. But other than that, these NHL expansion teams, these two are the first I've seen.
Right. Yeah. I mean, most have happened throughout the 90s. The 90s were most. So you had the Florida Marlins, who are could have been a contender. They won their World Series in year 5,
and
but then
they just them for Josh Beckett
and
Mike
Lowe. Fire sale afterwards, right? Ravens came in 96, Panthers 95, Diamondbacks 98.
The Ravens are interesting. They've won a Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd equate a Super Bowl to about 2 Stanley Cups almost.
Right.
Not in the terms of it probably means just as much to the players, but when you're looking at the Super Bowl is the super, it's the big thing.
It's a league of parity too.
You see someone win the Super Bowl, everybody saw them win the Super Bowl.
Right.
Everyone knows on Monday morning who won the Super Bowl.
Without a doubt. Stanley Cup, it's a little more niche.
Yeah.
Niche. There we go. That's it. All right. I was close. All right. We got to get to break. Something to marinate on though. Best expansion team of all time. Dairy Queen Old Town, DQ $7 chicken strip meal deals. Got it all. 100% white meat, seasoned chicken strips, full-size fries, a drink, and a DQ sundae, all for just $7. Now you can get it with new honey sriracha dip. Visit 613 Stillwater Ave in Old Town. All right, this day in history. Birthday today, 1945. John Fogerty, songwriter, guitarist, singer, solo, and Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Probably one of the better songwriters. Of history.
Absolutely. Very few people, you put on Creedence or Creedence comes on and they're like, I don't like this.
Yeah,
it's give me their greatest hits all day long. It's awesome. Events today. U.S. Attorney General 1923. U.S. Attorney General says it's legal for women to wear trousers anywhere. All right.
Cool.
Get to wear uncomfortable pants. 1936, Alan Turing submits on computable numbers for publication, which he sets out the theoretical basis for modern computers. A little bit of, before his time. Sports history, 1900, fire destroys grandstand at League Park in Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Cincinnati Reds baseball team. 1957, National League approves baseball's Brooklyn Dodgers and New York Giants move to the U.S. West Coast, and people were crushed. 2006, Barry Bonds hits his 715th career home run, passing Babe Ruth on the MLB all-time list. Other birthdays today, 1908, actor Ian Fleming from the James Bond novels. 1978, Jake Johnson, actor of New Girl, film producer, screenwriter. And 1986, Michael Orr, the NFL player from Baltimore Ravens, from The Blind Side. Blind Side's based on. Holidays today, interesting holidays today. Well, one, it's Whooping Crane Day, but then it's Brisket Day, which, awesome. Hamburger Day, always great. But it's also World Hunger Day. So act accordingly, I guess. Don't gloat. All right, that'll do it for us. We'll be back for the 7 o'clock hour.
Sticky notes, email alerts, a string around your finger. They're just not big enough. So here's a big reminder from the California Lottery. Tomorrow's Mega Millions jackpot is over $300 million. Whew. Play now. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 years or older to purchase player plan.
Hear that? That's the sound of busy. To a restaurant, all that shouting and banging might as well be a symphony. It means the long days and longer nights are paying off. Sure, it's noisy, but there's a worse sound. This, not busy. Busy means business, which is why Toast gives restaurants the tools and tech they need to help them perform under pressure. Sounds pretty good, right? Toast, built for busy.